All right, folks, here we are on Trading Up. We've just done an awesome podcast with Dovy Fx, who you can see here, well, there, the other side. If you want to see that or hear it, links below the video. Go and check that out, and links to get access to Dovy as well. But now he's going to walk us through keeping your trading simple and 3 things you can do. He's going to walk us through how you do it on the US30 chart. So over to you, Dovy.
All right, what's up, everyone? So one of the main things that I teach my students is to make your trading as simple as possible, because there's a lot of pressure and a lot of psychological things you need to deal with every time you trade. So it doesn't go just with US30, but I use it personally for US30, and it's very simple. So basically, there are 3 things that I look for before I take every trade, and that's so simple, and that's all I do. I don't look at anything else.
Hey folks, my sponsors City Traders Imperium have just launched some amazing changes to their funded trader program you got to check out. You can now skip the whole evaluation, trade gold as well as Forex, plus they've increased the drawdown you're allowed in both the evaluation and when funded. With C2A, it's even faster and easier to reach up to $4 million in funding with a 50 to 70% profit share. Click the link in the description to find out what else has changed.
Okay, 3 things we can master is trend, momentum, and zones. I use particularly supply and demand. So every time I look to take a trade, I always follow the trend. So for example, is the price moving up or moving down? So basically, if we have this type of price action, I will only be looking for long positions. I will never be looking for short positions until something like this happens and the price reverses. But in this price action, I only look for long positions. Then I look for zones. So for example, if I have a supply and demand zone here, I wait for the price to come to this level right here, to my supply and demand zone. And then I wait for momentum. Momentum is when the price starts to move up from that particular zone. And this is where I take a trade. So there are 3 checks that I need to check right here. And I'm going to go over the chart and basically show you some of my trades that I took. As you can see, I have some trades here. The past week has been very beautiful. As you can see, we took some short positions. We adapted to the bearish conditions on US30, and it has been straight wins last week for us at Dovy Fx. So basically, here I have a pretty beautiful example, right? If I go to a 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see that the trend is up, right? It's pretty nice and simple. We have a lot of momentum going to the upside. We have series higher highs and higher lows forming. So the trend is obvious. And what does that mean? That I'm only looking for long positions. Now, once I scale down to a lower time frame, I can see that I have this daily zone right here where the price reacted to this level multiple times, right? It kind of bounced, broke this level, came to this level, retested, and then bounced back up. So I have momentum here. So trend, I put a check. Momentum, I put a check because we have a lot of momentum here coming from the downside. And the last check I need to put is zones. So last thing I'm looking for is supply and demand levels, right? So it's pretty simple. Here's my supply and demand zone. And basically, I'm not going to expand of what is supply and demand zone. I would suggest just for you to go and kind of like look into that and learn more about it. But it's just my supply and demand zone here. And after I see a clean break and clean retest, I don't want to go to a lower time frame, but on the 5-minute time frame, there was some nice wick rejections. And once the price started to move up, we took this trade and it beautifully played out. I tried to take another trade here along the way, but it kind of stopped us out. But this trade came to this break even and shot up right to our final take profit. It was really nice and simple trade. So basically making your trading as simple as possible. Here, I'm going to try to look for another example. So this example here, now the trend is down, right? So obviously the price is moving down. We have a retracement and another push to the downside. So what does that mean? That means that I'm only looking for short positions. So right now I have a supply and demand zone here. The price came up to the daily zone broke below, came to this supply level, started. As you can see, I did not take this trade on the move up. I took this trade on the move down on this big bearish candle. And that's what I meant by react to what's happening already. This is supposed to be like that. React to what's happening instead of trying to guess what happened. So basically, if I was trying to guess what happened and I would be taking short position here, I would have gotten stopped out, or I would have to face being in drawdown and finding my mental, psychology. Is this trade going to work out? Is this not going to work out? Instead of, I just decided to wait. The price moved up into the supply level. Then we had this big bearish candle where the price showed me reaction, showed me that it wants to move down. And this is where we entered the trade. And just, I don't know, what was this? 8 hours, the price, no, it can be, is it 8 hours?
And 2.23R, is that right?
Yeah, but it's like, it didn't take too long for the price to drop down. It was like basically same thing here, right? Look, it's obvious. I did not take a trade here. I did not take a trade here. I waited for this big bearish momentum candle where I took the trade. And instead of sitting here in the drawdown all the time, I opened the trade and boom, I'm right into profits. Same thing here. As you can see, I do the same thing all the time. Instead of trying to guess here, instead of opening the trade here, as you can see, a beautiful stop hunt above the zone. A lot of traders got stopped out here. I just waited, momentum bearish candle, and I went straight into profits without any any fear of sitting in drawdown. So basically, once again, 3 things that you need to do is find the trend and only take the trades with the trend. Find the zones, supply and demand for me personally, and then wait for the momentum. And when I mean momentum, is momentum candles off the zones, as you can see repeatedly here on my charts. And that's all you need. That's all you need. Simple as possible.
Now, trying to complicate it. So in the trading challenges that you did, you're using trend lines quite a bit. Do you still use them or not?
I use them on Forex pairs because after many of data of backtesting, I did not see it. I did not find it as profitable on US30. So I only use on Forex pairs. And I can show you what's a 5-leg move really quick. So basically, once again, I only trade with the trend. So I need overall bullish trend, right? So the price is moving up. Now I need a retracement on the bullish trend. So basically, this is my retracement. I draw a trend line and I need break of the trend line. That's a 1 leg. That's the 2nd leg. That's the 3rd leg. And now I need, this is a higher high. This is a higher low. And now I need a lower low. This is my entry point. Close above this entry point. And I'm taking longs here.
So it's almost anticipating that fake out of the trend line break.
Exactly. So there are a lot of times when you have a trend line and it's kind of like the price, for example, is moving down, it kind of goes up. A lot of traders take buys here, but it kind of goes back into the trend line. So that's how I found the 5-leg move. I'm going to kind of do it in the bigger picture. So basically, you need a break. So for example, this was my move. This is a last high. So you have a higher high. This is my first leg. You have a higher low. You have a higher high because we just broke this high. And then you have a lower low because you broke this low. And I'm going to set this high as my entry point. And once the price moves up here, this is where I enter. And why do I do this? Is because all this price action shows me that the price wants to move up instead of just being a fake out, on the trend line. Because you make a series of higher highs and higher lows. Then with this move, with this lower low, the bears are trying to take over, but then this move invalidates this bear push. And it kind of tells me that it wants to go up, So this is your entry. This is where you enter. But once again, I only use it on Forex pairs.
Are you able to show us a quick example on an FX pair?
Yeah, I can try to find it. Let's see. Let's try, for example, GBP CAD. Okay. So we have this low and we have a higher low. That means that the trend is moving up, and this is just a retracement, right? So now I can draw a trend line. I'm not sure if this is a 5-leg move, but I believe we can see it somewhere. Right now, if I draw a trend line here, it broke out. It gave us this first leg. Let me zoom in a little bit. It gave us this first leg. This is my first leg. Now we have a higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we have a lower low, right? So this is my 5th leg. Now I put an entry point here above. And as soon as the price closed above with some strong momentum, I would not be entering on this candle because this is a not strong bearish candle, a bullish candle. I would be entering here. And this would be my trade.
Awesome.
So
That's
basically,
awesome.
just quickly, once again, you have overall bullish trend. You have a retracement, which is here. You have a break of the retracement. This, let me clean this up really quick. I just want to make everyone to understand this. As you can see, the price broke above. This one candle is a higher high and a higher low, then a higher high, and then we have a lower low, right? Then I put an entry point on this high. And as soon as the candle closes with strong bullish momentum, I'm entering this trade, and this is the trades you have. I just found this trade. I didn't do any more analysis. It's as simple as that. And I did not to sit in front of the screens for hours to, kind of find this trade or stuff like that. So it's very simple.
That's awesome, because I tell you what, I mean, all those challenges you did, I still had no idea what you're doing on the trend lines, and I suspect it was mainly that. But I mean, maybe I was concentrating on running this challenge anyway. So, Dovy, thank you once again for coming on the show. What's the best way for the guys to get hold of you?
Instagram Dovy.fx and YouTube Dovy Fx Trading. You can reach out to me. You can find the links for my Telegram. I also have a course and the link for this 5-leg move strategy. I'm still working on the US30 trading strategy. So if you really like this and you really would like to get into more detail on this, you can find that, or just reach out to me and I'll help you go through the process.
Hey guys, ever wonder what broker I use? Well, I use these guys, Hanko Trade. Look, it was a no-brainer for me because I was looking for a broker with really good trading conditions and one without any leverage restrictions. Look, also, by joining Hanko Trade, I was able to cut my cost of trading significantly with their super low commission of $1 per 100K. Look, if you want to find out more, check out hankotrade.com, or there is a link in the description. All right, guys. There you go. Thank you very much, Dovy. Now, guys, we did shoot a podcast just before the show, so if you do want to check that out, there's a link below the video and a link to all of Dovy's contact details as well. Guys, if talking about courses, I've got a course as well. If you're looking to automate anything, then check out my Robot Builders Club. And guys, we'll see you in the next video. But before you jump into it, hit subscribe, hit like, click on the notifications bell, and click all, and you'll get notified when it goes live. All right, guys, thanks for watching.